Yep. We're doing it. We're doing it. Everybody saw this coming. Everybody saw a world restart. And if you didn't comment about it, then I know you expected it. Yep, except this time, it's not a world, it's a realm. So, I may be on here with my friends sometime. You'll never know. But yeah, this is where what is gonna be streamed on. So yeah, that's something, I guess. You guys haven't yet seen. I'm not on keyboard and mouse. Yeah, so yeah, it's nice. And the reason I went back to this style, like most people say this is the worst style, but it's just easier for streaming because, you know, usually I would have to press the share button and I have to go to comments, you know, just to read one thing so that I can just see it. So it just makes it to where you guys get a lot more gameplay, less dark screen, you know. So yeah. I believe this one is like still named what if natsu was an elemental slayer. That's because I'm restarting it. Okay, I figured out I've been way too OP at the beginning. So okay, we're gonna, so the essentially, if you go watch the first one, you'll understand like what happened in the first one. That's gonna stay the same, except we're gonna say there are actually dragon lords and god and you know, it's like there's a dragon lord and then there's like, I don't know what to call them. There's like a champion, and then like the champion is like the leader of the gods or something. Cause like I don't know what to say for that. But there's a dragon lord, and then like so, Natsu meets the dragon lord, and so like that's how he unlocks like a new like dragon lord breathing, which is like. It's weird. It's like imagine all dragon breathing. I mean dragon magic. Imagine like it's like all types of dragon magic, just comprised into one. So it's much less. It consumes a lot less mana. Along with it's every single dragon attack at once. So. You know, he's the first ever Dragon Lord breather, so Dragon Lord musician, or like whatever you want to. He's the first ever Dragon Lord, Dragon Slayer, the first Dragon Lord Slayer. Because like obviously the Dragon Lord lives on his own special island, so yeah. Not to just he's just like. He's like, so when Ignil so he's found by Ignil, but Ignil doesn't teach him magic because he wants, not to live out a regular life. So instead he takes him up to the Dragon Lord take care of him, but, decides, oh well, he's gonna have to learn magic someday, so might as well teach him. So he teaches him Dragon Lord magic and blah, blah, blah. The whole thing with all the dragons disappearing, including him. You may be like, he must have been the one who took them or something. Or if you actually watched it, you know something that I don't. Unfortunately. Yeah, so yeah, that's a thing. And when you think about it, that makes a lot of no sense because there is no sense in what I just said. So yeah. So yeah, not to it's like okay, so Natsu, does his whole Dragon Slayer thing, and he's the Dragon Lord Slayer, and he doesn't find Fairy Tail, we're gonna say, because the whole thing from the last part where it's like. He get really mad. He explodes in magic and just does the whole shebang, and then the whole he is a villain. He tried to kill me thing with Fairy Tail leader, who I forget the name of, but I knew the name of. That whole thing still happens from the original one. So yeah, he's chased down. He eventually runs into the Lord of Gods. I don't know what to say. So like it's like a 5-year time skip where he's just constantly running, which increases his stamina and agility massively, which really helps when for getting away. Slowly he begins to realize he can run away faster and faster, until one day he kicks it into full gear and he sprints off, and they're just wondering where he disappeared to and how he gained so much speed. Because like usually he would just run, they would run for a while and then everybody would get tired, they would need to take a break from chasing him, because he's considered a villain now. Because like they think he tried to kill one of the guild masters and they're like, we can't let this stand, like he must die. So so yeah, that whole shebang from the first one, the mistake, the one I shouldn't have done, the one where I made him way too OP at once, is, yeah, that happens. So, he does then in this 5 years, yes, you heard me correct, 5 years of running, he finds the Lord of Gods, because like obviously in these 5 years he would be running for so long, he would eventually make it to like, and then the Lord of Gods would sense that the Lord of Dragons, he had the power of the Dragon Lord, and he would be like, this is interesting, blah 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 blah, the whole spiel with people being like, oh god, he's powerful, he has the blah 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 blah. The stupid thing that always happens, that if you could stop, you would. Yeah. So yeah, he brings Natsu to their field, like to his island, and then he just like explains that he's the Lord of Gods and that he was friends with the Lord of Dragons, and that he would teach him his magic as well in honor of his brethren, I guess you would say. Like the god and dragon types get along depending on what type they are. So like water dragons and water gods would like get along because like they're both masters over water. So that would happen, and then now he knows. So now he's a god dragon slayer, I guess you could say. Like a god dragon lord slayer. It's weird. It's a complicated name. So yeah, that happens, and it seems like he can, and then he runs into like all the dragons in a meeting. They're at a sanctuary for the Lord of Dragons, as that's their like new staying place, we're gonna say, like where they live, because they have no more Lord of Dragons to protect them. And when he gets there, because he teleports there due to space dragon and space god magic. He teleports there, and he learns Dragon Force and how to activate Dragon Force from the dragons. Now we're gonna say, so like people say, like from the last one, I don't know if God Force is a thing, but I'm gonna make it one because I want to. So he goes to the God dimension and he learns that as well. But he does not know how to activate them both at once because it consumes too much of his mana. So 10 years of more chasing. He usually just activates Dragon Force and flies out of there, but if they somehow trap him or something, he'll do something else. And he masters Dragon Force, but he can't run anymore, so this is where we get into more of the story. He finds himself trapped. He can't get out of this net. It's a mana rejecting net. He has to purely rely on his strength, and he hasn't had those years of peace and time to train. He's been on the run, so his legs are like his only strong body part, not his arms or anything else. You may say, oh, he would have worked out because he would have to run, but he wouldn't work out his arms. He would work out his legs. Come on, who runs on their hands? Who does that? Who, when they're trying to escape something, runs on their legs or their hands? Everybody when they're trying to escape runs on their legs, but it's like, who runs on their hands? It's stupid, and it's not gonna happen. And now there's background noise, and now I'm far away, and now I go back. Now I sleep. Are you for real? You don't count this is nighttime? This is prime sleeping time. Okay, who doesn't go to sleep when the sky starts getting orange, huh? Totally not when you wake up. Totally, there's totally a difference. I totally know that for a fact. I don't know if there's a difference. I don't wake up early enough, okay? I know that the sky changes colors because I've woken up early enough to do that, but I've never seen if it, like, I either go to sleep too early or I wake up too early, okay? Or I wake up too late, okay? I never wake up at that perfect... Yes, this means I have killed some of your brethren. Are you ready to die along with them? You have seen my secret. He's dead now. So yeah. The running, yes, the 10 years. Finds a place to settle, settles, makes a new identity. Summing all the 10 years up. Like that. Lives in peace for two years. Gets found out. Gets attempted assassination. Goes on the run again. Does all of this for 10 years straight. Meaning he has officially lived 5 lives as 5 different people. Meaning he has had 5 different jobs. Meaning he is very skilled at very different parts of he's like... He doesn't want to join a guild, which is a dead giveaway that obviously something's wrong because they see him use magic and it's powerful. So they like automatically assume it might be him again, so they, you know, then they find out it's him, and then it's like he's done 5 different jobs. He's learned blacksmithing, he's learned how to craft magical artifacts, he's learned... There's come up 3 more. By the way, I make all of these off the top of my head, so that's why some of them are a little crazy. Yeah. He becomes a martial artist, we're gonna say. So he finally has that. He doesn't need arm strength anymore. He doesn't need to, like, his brute force power he has in the main series. If you don't know that, then you haven't even watched the first episode. Yeah. Just, he has everything. But he has one downfall. He has never fallen in love. Never. Just something he can bomb himself with. Because, you know, he was always on the run. Couldn't bring somebody with him. So it was just like it was just like, he got sick of it. You know, he didn't want to run anymore. He was just, so he decided to fight. He wasn't strong enough though, because you remember, they had been training to kill him, okay? They had focused, they had come so close so many times. They had trained so much just so they can overpower him once. If he tries to fight them, he would get absolutely destroyed. Like, destroyed. You're thinking, oh, this is just a really powerful universe where he's just betrayed. No. This is more. Because this only empowers the people who are chasing him. What about the people who are just living their regular lives? You know, they're weak. They're like weak. And in that society, they're just weak. They're at the bottom of no. If there was like a human food chain, Natsu would be at the top because this is single power, but it's funny because he's going up against a couple thousand people who all are like right below him on the food chain. So I feel like you already know where this is going. Yeah, it's stupid. Somebody tell me you heard that. There was a second sheep, and it was right here, and it was like a double. You witnessed your brethren die, and you refused to give up your life. Noble, but stupid. Not noble. I mean, not noble. Just stupid. You know, I would have rushed out. I would have bitten him. Okay, back to what we were talking about. I'm just getting stupid. He rushes. He literally, like, he goes in, he does his thing, and you end up with this scene of, like, all of them charging him, and then you just see him getting beat. He's gonna die. Then you see all the dragons come in, and then you see all the the gods don't come in because obviously the dragons are there, and they know the dragons can handle. They think the dragons can handle themselves without taking into consideration that they've been trained about the power of the humans, And you know, most of the dragons die. Not by the Dragon Slayers, but by the God Slayers. Because the Dragon Slayers didn't want to harm the dragons. Because obviously, you know, without the dragons, they wouldn't have any powers. So that means Natsu was still getting focused by the Dragon Slayers. And some of the God Slayers. Not most of them. Most of them were on the dragons because they're dragons. They're literally dragons. I don't know if it would be an easy task to, you know, just kill dragons, you know. I don't think so. So yeah, that would be a tough task, definitely, 100%. So they would need all of the God Slayers just on the dragon. Some of them didn't because obviously they had, like, they were just mad at Natsu, so they were just like, I don't want to do it, so I'm just not going to do it. Even though it guarantees a victory, I don't care because I'm stupid. So yeah, they do that. And then the gods come out and they're like, we will protect him. Oh, by the way, did I mention that the Lord of Dragons was killed? Like after Natsu, I don't think I said that, but yeah, he was killed, so he's not there. Don't think he's gonna come in and like sacrifice his life like Naruto almost did. No. So that means all the Dragon Slayers going on the gods are son, because the God Slayers, you know, they didn't want to. Actually. Yep. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, God Slayers actually exist in this one. It's not just like a rare thing. Dragon Slayers aren't just like a rare thing. Like half the population is one of them. Okay, most people are a Dragon Slayer or a God Slayer. Like there's half the population is regular just Slayers they use magic. Then you got a quarter of the population is Dragon Slayers, a quarter of the population is God Slayers. Naruto, did I just say Natsu? Not anime. Natsu, you know, was having essentially everyone who trained him die. He like loses it, and he goes, and now he just doesn't care about his mana reserves anymore. So he activates Dragon Force, also with God Wrath. That's what I'm gonna call it. I just came up with a new name for it because I didn't want it to call it just God Force because that's just stupid. So yeah, it's called God's Focus. God Focus. So that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So it does that, and that's stupid. And then, you know, he plows through everybody because obviously Dragon Force. We're gonna say Dragon Force increases physical abilities, but like lowers like mana abilities, and it's just stupid. And then you get that, and then that happens, and then you're in a situation like you get turned around, and then you have God's Wrath. It does like mana power ups, you know, because I want to and I don't want them to be the same. It does like mana power ups, and it changes mana and it makes mana stronger. Like it increases the ability of mana. So he ends up with this super powered state where it's like he has really good mana reserves and he has really good physical strength. But what he does is unthinkable. He's lost it. He's lost his mind. Imagine if you've watched Dragon Ball, imagine when Goku finds out that Goku Black like hurt Chi or something in a different universe, you know, that whole thing. Imagine that, but imagine it tenfold. No, imagine it 50-fold. Because like he's that much stronger. Because I want him to be, and I hate power scaling. I'm joking. It's not that powerful. Not yet, at least. Is it ever gonna be that powerful? Probably stronger. That'll be like a part 16 or something. If there is a part 16, because there is a view goal. Channel stuff. If I believe I haven't talked about this, but I set view goals and not like most YouTubers set like goals, because like, you know, if you like it, you know. I set view goals because they're because like, but I don't at the same time. It's stupid. I'm thinking about doing like goals, but I'm not sure right now. For right now, I'm just gonna do goals. I'm just gonna set random. I'm just gonna do both. You know, like it has to reach a certain amount of views and likes, and then I'll do it because, you know, why not? Because I don't know which one I want to do, and I'm selfish, and I can't choose. So there you go. Yeah. So where was that again? Oh yeah, he does that. He plows through the. So everybody at the front who like charges him. This includes Gray, by the way. Gray is in here, so Gray gets destroyed first because I want to humiliate him. Yeah, he's the first one to get plowed down. He's the first one to just fall because it's literally they stand no chance at this point because we're gonna say it doubles that Dragon Force doubles his physical capabilities. And God's Wrath doubles his mana and his mana capabilities. So it's like you end up. So like, yeah. There's no hinder. Like, I may do that. I may. Idemas. Yes, Idemas. I may do like the God Force like hinders his physical abilities though. And like Dragon Force hinders his mana abilities. That would be interesting. Yeah, I'm just collecting food. Just collecting the foods. I have a lot of foods. Like a lot of foods. But I don't have enough woods. I'm going woods. I'm going to the woods. I have enough of the foods. I need the wood. For base. Yeah. For base. Because I'm going to be spending a long time on this base. Yeah. So, like, yeah, that's a joke. I just like talking to myself because I'm stupid. Nobody's actually watching this right now. So, like, yeah. The whole shebang, but the whole, yeah. They get destroyed. Absolutely demolished. They have no faces. Actually, no, they have faces. I'm not going to make them tear their faces off. Actually, should I? No. They still have faces, because I want them to, and without faces, he wouldn't be able to tell who's who. So, Gray actually, so, we're gonna do this. All the ice god slayers, dragon slayers, all the ice magicians, they make a barrier, but then the fire magicians shoot fire beams over the top that they direct to shoot Natsu. So it's this defensive wall that's constantly melting but being rebuilt, and then it's these powerful just fire beams just shooting through them. Cause there's a lot more fire than there is ice. So the ice gets melted, and then they keep the ice open until it gets too big, and then they close it back up slightly, and then they keep it at a certain point, so that way the fire can shoot through. But as soon as they're done, as soon as the man is out for that fire beam, they just close it up instantly. So yeah, that works. That happens, and it's a pretty good strategy. Especially for a battlefield like this, where you're up against someone with Dragon Force and God's Wrath activated at the exact same time. Pretty unstoppable until you get to the point of exhaustion. Yes, there's a point of exhaustion. Because remember, he still has limited mana. He has not got infinite mana yet. Keyword, yet. I don't know if you got that. So yeah. He drinks his mana too much. And he's eventually, he's too drained. He can't do anything else. So he's eventually taken to an insane asylum. Made out of light magic. And they think we can make him go insane, and then as payback, we're just gonna torture him by making him watch everyone he loved die. Just absolute destruction to his mind. So yeah, 10 years? No, 20 years. You'll be asking, how is Natsu not 50 something? I don't know. You tell me. Do you think gods get old, huh? Do you think someone who has been taught God magic gets old? Do you think someone who's been taught Lord like Wrath God magic will get old, huh? Come on. I can do as many time skips as I want because like he has space magic. He can literally just go. Yeah, time dragon magic, time God magic. He can literally go like wherever he wants, whenever he wants. But like it was a magic proof chamber, so he can only use magic on the inside. If he tried to send any magic to the outside, it would just block it off. So he could teleport around his insane asylum, but he couldn't like teleport out of it using the space magic. You know, that's stupid. I know. And then you think, couldn't he just go back in time until like yeah, but he doesn't want to because his mana reserves are low again, and obviously the further back in time you go, the less mana you have. Stupid. And stupid, you know? You get it? Good. So yeah, that happens, and you end up with, it's just stupid. He sits in there for, let's do 20 years. He just goes back in time, every single 10 year time skip I do, he goes back in time. So this 20-year time skip, he goes back in time twice. So technically he lives the same bad memories twice. No, 3 times technically because of the original event. So yeah, that happens, and yeah, he's actually mad. He's at least but like every single time he goes back, he leaves his mana in his other body. This time he decides to sit out his entire life in here. He thinks he will, until he realizes he can change time. He can modify it. He realizes it on the second go back that he just brought back mana. Usually what he would do is he would lose so much mana from using it, but with going through all his past, he's been able to regen his mana, and he started trying to push it out because he wants to try to teleport out of there, but it doesn't work. So he's pushing his mana pool to essentially increase. And so that way he can, push more out of it. Because, he's constantly trying to push out of it. And it's not, like, pushing out. So he ends up with this. Yeah. It's interesting. He ends up with that problem. And, like, like, trying to push his mana out. But his mana can't help it. And it can't save him. So his mana just increases and increases. Until, yeah. His mana pool is so big, he can bring back mana. He can bring back mana from his past time. So he just keeps doing this and doing this until he has an almost limitless mana pool. It's almost limitless. Not actually limitless, but it's almost limitless. So he does the unimaginable. Dragon Force, and there's a lot of ands in this because I like giving them new powers. What was I gonna say? I legit forgot what I was gonna say in that 5 seconds. That was the biggest inhale I've ever done, just for like a 2-block fall. So yeah, that happens. And the big thing, the big one, whatever that is. Yeah, the big one. There's a big thing I was gonna say. There's something really huge I was gonna say that was gonna like impact this. Yeah, he activates Dragon Force and God's Wrath at the same time. Now this starts draining his mana pool. Everybody who's like at the insane asylum realizes what he's doing, and they're like contacting the leaders and they're like he's trying to escape already, and they're like already, and they're like already, and you guys are like already because like been there for 20 years. Time magic. It's only been a month, and like so they're like already. It's only been a month, okay. And then like all of the how do I put this? All of the guild masters come. Every single last one of them. I saw you. Get over here, cluck. Get over here. Oh yeah. All of the guild masters rush over there, ready to defend or attack, and then they see him break the magic, because obviously bigger mana pool means he's actually instant. Instead of just attacking them recklessly with reckless mana attacks, he's actually thinking and, you know, is using dark magic to negate the light magic, or he's using his dragon, like every single dragon slayer magic, just because with the other one he was using like, he was only using like physical things when he also had a mana boost, but he was using the mana to empower his physical, you know, so now he's actually using mana for spells, and like he's just blasting through everything. And then we end up with this. Hello? I swear. There's like a mana fall trap here. There's no way I could hear that through cobblestone. Anyways, I'm just thinking things. Probably. You guys didn't hear that, did you? I thought I heard a zombie. Anyways, if I did, it doesn't matter, because it's either a spawner, or it's something, or it's just a cave. Oh yeah. He makes it through the asylum. He does do that. He does that thing, and then like the whole good. There's one good thing that happens when he breaks out. He realizes where he is. He's back. He's at like the mid-world. That's what we're gonna call it. The place where the dragons hibernate, the gods hibernate. Well, where they sleep, I guess. Where they sleep, since they're like humanoids, but just with they're like really powerful humanoids, I guess. So it's where they sleep, where the dragons hibernate. So like, you know, it's more of a world meant for gods, because obviously the dragons only come there through one season, that being winter, because some of the dragons, like the ice dragon and the frost dragons, and like the dragons that like the cold, stay there a lot more because they don't like the hot. They're warm. But when it gets cold, they leave. So they leave for like a season, and then they come back. So it's more meant for, it's more of a world meant for dragons of either the dragons of the cold and the gods. The gods, because they're humanoids, they sleep. They're just like humanoids. They literally still need sleep. Even though they're gods, you know, they still need sleep. So yeah, that's the thing. So they sleep, and then that thing, the thing, and then when you end up with the thing, and then the thing. Yeah, totally don't know what I'm saying right now. Oh, that's what I'm meant to be doing. I'm meant to be surviving in Minecraft. I totally forgot that. Okay, yeah. I'm joking, guys. I didn't forget. Yeah, 32 white wool. So yeah, they do the whole, and then he breaks out. He finds himself there, and then he sees all of the gods getting their power drained, and getting their cloth cut, and all the dragons getting their scales peeled. And he goes berserk, bro. Like, you watch the movie Berserk, bro? Okay. He goes berserk, okay? Like berserk. Like berserk. I just said berserk, not berserk. My English is on point. Did Minecraft sound just interrupt me? I'm glad they did, because I don't even know what I was going to say now. Or no, I'm not glad they did, because I hate my English, bro. Okay, so yeah, that happens, and then, you know, he gets mad, and then he kills everybody. Everything's done. Yep, it's the end of everything. It's the end of everything, you know, he blows up. All the dragon magic comes out. He's in his full form. Nothing can stop him now. If you can stop him, I dare you to try. And then like everybody rushes at him because they're like, we already beat him once, why can't we beat him again? But they haven't been trained nearly as hard as he has, so they all get they all get mollywopped. They just get absolutely mollywopped. No comebacks, no injuries. They just get They don't hit him. That's how powerful he is. They don't hit him this time. He's been training his mana for this one moment, this one time, and he just releases everything he's stored. For what is it? 20 years? 20 years? I think that's a pretty long time to be storing some mana. So yeah, he has a bunch, and he just, when it all comes out, it's just, you see a massive explosion, and then you see him and then you see you see black, because you're dead. He defeats them all in one blow. Every single last one of them. Just gone. He didn't suffer an injury though. Nothing, he wasn't hurt, he didn't have a broken bone, he didn't have a scratch. So yeah, you could say that was a little bit of a fun fight for him. Fun as in absolutely destroying somebody. He hasn't done that in a long time now, has he? Because he's been attacking in the same zone for 20 years. So yeah, that happens, and he's out. But he's so angry that they peeled the scales off the dragons.
Yeah, a little bit.
So yeah, it's a little bit disfortunate, but that's why I'm gonna learn this one.